I think we can start now. So before proceeding, I want everyone to be go on a mute condition. Okay. If you wanted to be asked something, then you can unmute yourselves. I provide some time for the questions and answer. During this, you can raise your questions. Okay. And second thing, do not switch on your videos. Please switch off your videos. Ensure you are on a mute condition and your video is switch off. Okay. So let's start. So about the computer system validation. So where is the demand of a CSV? Okay. First we'll understand the demand situation, and then we'll also understand the futures of the CSV person, where we are. Okay. So computer system demand, generally, if we'll say demand of a CSV person in six industry. Yes, go ahead. You're saying something? Somebody is saying? Yeah. Please go on a mute. I'll provide some time to discuss your questions. Okay. So the CSV person demand is in six industry. The direct industry is a four direct industry which directly require a CSV expert. Directly in the sense they hire the CSV expert for validation of their softwares, like a pharmaceutical industry. They are going to validate their softwares actually. That's why they require the CSV expert. Same way, clinical research industry, medical device industry, and biopharmaceutical industry. These are the four industry who directly require the CSV expert to validate their own softwares. Own in the sense they purchase the softwares ultimately. Okay, so they will hire the CSV expert to validate their softwares. Then fifth industry is the IT industry, who is going to be develop the application for these four industry. They also has to be validate their softwares before going to be sell the software to this industry. So IT industry also hire the CSV expert. Then sixth industry is the consultancy industry, Tata Consultancy Services, Infrastructure, Infosys, your Mindtree, IQA. This industry is the IT industry as well as the consultancy industry. Means they also develop the softwares, plus they also provide the consultancy in the field of the CSV to other industry, how to validate their softwares. Okay. So these are the six industry which require the CSV expert. So you can understand where is the scope of the CSV person. Means what is the broad scope of a CSV person. You can go in any of the industry, any of the industry. Okay. So these are the contact details. If you wanted to be have a more detail about the brochures and all, you can just contact with any of the media. So, and these are the trainings provided by the Company Connect consultancy in the field of the pharma, like computer system validation, quality assurance, quality control, pharmacovigilance, clinical research, CDMS, medical writing, validation, pharmaceutical validation, regulatory affairs, LIMS application, MES application. Okay, these are the some courses actually, which in the field of the pharma industry provided by the Company Connect consultancy. So before moving to CSV, first we'll understand what is the Industry 4.0 or Pharma 4.0. You may have heard, some of you have already heard the Industry 4.0. Okay, so Industry 4.0 is more advanced actually. So what is the Industry 1.0? First we'll understand. It's the beginning of the industry, we can say, where we are using the steam power, water power to run the equipment to produce the product. Steam power, water power is utilized to run the equipment to produce the product. That was the Industry 1.0. Then we'll move to Industry 2.0, where we use the some electricities to have mass production, because electricity is more powerful as compared to steam power or water power or pneumatic power. So we use the electricities to have mass production of the product. That was the Industry 2.0. Then we move to computer systems, Industry 3.0, where we use the computer systems to run the equipment automatically. Automation. So we have more automate the system via the softwares, via the computer systems. And CSV come to into pictures here as well. We started the computer system validation. Validate the softwares. Before going to use the softwares, you have to validate it. More and more automation, more and more CSV requirement is there. And we know word is going toward what? Digitalization only. Everything they are wanted to be automate. Then for the smooth business running, they wanted to be automated through robots, through different manners. Okay. So industry 3.0, where we use some computer system, some automation to automate the process. Now we are trying to move to industry 4.0. We are still in the 3.0. Regulated industry is still in the 3.0. IT industry, many IT industry has shifted to industry 4.0. What is industry 4.0? It's a cyber physical system where we use some internet, cyber, to run the equipment over the remote basis. Okay, are different aspects as well under the industry 4.0. These all techniques comes under the industry 4.0, where we use the internet of things, advanced robotics, artificial intelligence. You may have heard these names lot of time nowadays. Chat GPT, you may have heard about this. Okay, Bard, even very popular nowadays. Bard, Siri, Google Assistant. These are nothing but the artificial intelligence only. Cloud computing, cyber securities, additive manufacturing, augmented realities, virtual realities. These are the few techniques of industry 4.0. So this technique going to be used in the field of the pharma is to become a pharma 4.0. If you are going to be use these techniques for producing the pharmaceutical product, are going to be used these services in the pharma industry, other maybe clinical research industry will become a pharma 4.0. Okay. So what are these techniques? How we are going to utilize these techniques in the pharma industry? We'll discuss in the regular classes. There is a lot of things under these actually. How we are going to be used, how we are going to validate. Our main intention as a CSV expert, how we are going to validate. That is the main important things. We'll discuss. Okay. So first we'll discuss. So I mentioned what is the industry 4.0 so that you can understand what is the future of a CSV expert. Currently, we are under the industry 3.0 and there is a lot of requirement in the field of the CSV. You have seen in the market. Okay, going future, you are not going to replace by the AI, don't worry. AI may going to be take a job of the developers because AI is going to be develop the code by their own. You have to just type what kind of a code you wanted to be have. ChatGPT will provide you. So ultimately going to be lose the developer's job actually. Okay, but CSV expertise is still required because every time your logic will be changed. Validation is nothing but the logics only. You have to apply the logic as per the concept, as per the regulated requirement. So you are in the safer side. Okay. So first we'll understand the CSV. What is the CSV? To understand the CSV, first we'll understand what is the computer system or what is the computerized system. Our terminology is computerized systems actually. So what is the computer system? Computer system is the hardware component assembled to perform in conjunction with set of the software program. Means there is a combination of hardware and the softwares, which are collectively designed to perform a specific function or a group of functions. Simple computer system, simple laptop, desktop, mobile device is a computer system only. What is the computer systems? A computer system collectively control the performance and execution of one or more automated process and the function. This include the hardware, software, peripheral devices, network, documentation, and the documentation manual, SOPs, as well as person who is currently interacting with the hardware and the software, means going to be operate the computer system. All those component is a part of computer system. Hardware, software, document, peripheral devices, person is also a part of computer systems. When all these comes together to perform one or more automated process or a function is called the computer systems. Okay. So computer system include the computer systems plus other devices, peripheral devices, networks, document, and person. Okay. What is validation? Because our terminology is CSV, computerized the system validation. What is the validation? First, we'll understand actually. So validation is an establishing documented evidence that provide a high degree of assurance that a specific process will consistently produce a product meeting its predetermined specification and qualitative rules. In a simple terminology, when you are going to validate the process, we do the validation of the process always. Okay. Process validation always. By doing the validation, we are proving that what are the process I am going to follow, it is going to produce the same product under the same specification and qualitative rules if it is validated. Okay, so it is like a establishing documented evidence. We are going to prove, document it. We are going to fix each and every parameters. Okay, we'll fix like you are going to be cook a food by following the recipe. If you'll follow the same recipe with same quality of the product, same ingredient quantity, same masalas and all, you're going to be get the same product. That is nothing but the validation only, isn't it? Which is documented evidence, which provides documented evidence actually. That whenever I'm going to follow the process, it will give me the same product again and again. Then what is the computerized system? It is again like establishing documented evidence which provide a high degree of assurance that a computerized system will consistently produce a result that meets its predetermined specification and qualitative goals. Now we are going to use the computerized system to get the same kind of a services or the quality products. Or in another word, I can say all the new or the legacy computerized system that affect the regulatory compliance process, including the manufacturing, packing, testing, storage, and distribution of the product, shall be validated to provide the assurance that the system is capable to produce the product without error. The results are robust and reproducible. The software, the system is capable to produce the product without error, without any defect in the software. And results should be robust and reproducible. It is not like one time it is produced. It will be able to reproduce again and again. Then we can say my computer system is validated if it is going to produce the result, same result again and again. Okay. Then why do the validation? One thing we already discussed, it will going to provide me the same product again and again. This is the point actually. Apart from that, by doing the validation, we are going to be remove the bugs, defect from the softwares. If we'll discussing the software validation, so software problem will be removed. Any defect is there in a software may lead to the serious consequences to the patient because software is going to be used in a product manufacturing, pharma product, maybe tablet, vaccine, any product. That is going to be consumed by the patient. Maybe lead to the serious consequences. So we are going to be validate the softwares, validate the computer system so that we can avoid the serious consequences that may arise due to incorrect software functioning. And of course, it's a regulatory requirement from the USFDA, MHRA, TG, and the CDSCO. USFDA from US, MHRA from UK, TG from Australia, and the CDSCO from Indian regulatory authorities. These are the regulatory authorities' requirement to validate their computer systems. So what things we are going to be validate? What things we are going to be learn in entire course? We are going to be learn the software validation, how to be validate the softwares. We are going to be learn the infrastructures qualification. Under the infrastructures, servers, platform, cloud, database, networks, PLC, everything will going to be discussed. Apart from that, spreadsheet validation, Excel sheet validation. It's not so simple that you are going to be use the Excel sheet as it is. Just install and use it in a GXP environment. GXP environment, what is GXP environment? We'll discuss about the GXP environment, what is GXP, what is non-GXP in much more details in our regular class. Okay. But for your understanding, GXP, you can consider those system which is going to be impact on the product quality, patient safety, data integrity. This falls under the GXP. Okay. So when you are going to use the Excel sheet which is going to impact on the GXP, then you have to validate your Excel sheet. Simple. How to validate, we'll discuss, okay, in our regular class. Then software development life cycle. Any of the method, waterfall, V model, agile, DevOps, spiral, rapid application development model, incremental SDLC. Any of the model can be utilized by developers to develop the application. These are the models of software development actually. But we are not going to be learn how to develop the application. We are going to be learn how to validate the application which is going to be developed by developers by any of the method. Because we are going to be learn the validation approach. So developer may follow the V model to develop the application. So we should be aware how to validate the softwares which is developed, which is going to be developed by V model or by the agile. So concept of validation we are going to be learn. Okay. Which can be applied to any of the method. That we're going to be learn in regular class. These are the models for your understanding. I just mentioned waterfall model, where we gather the requirement. How to be means what kind of a software they wanted to be have. Means preparation of the URS. If you are aware of the URS terminologies, user requirement specification. So URS is nothing but requirement document. What kind of a software you wanted to be have. That should be mentioned in the URS document. This URS will be sent to the vendors. Vendor will analyze it. Okay, analysis. Then he will prepare one document called the design specification, that I'm going to be design a software as per this document. If you are agree with design, he will design, he will code the softwares, means develop the softwares. This software will be tested. Once it's successful testing, will deploy the softwares. Means now the operation user will use the softwares. Okay, so operation phase will be started, where the end user will start the use of the softwares in real situation. That is the waterfall. Why it is called waterfall? Because in this model, one phase must be closed to start the next phase. This phase has to be closed to start the next phase. That's why it looks like water is falling from upper side to lower side. V model is almost same like a waterfall. One side is like a waterfall only. Another side is showing like a V kind of structures. Where we'll prepare the validation plan. We'll prepare the URS document where we mention all the requirement in the URS. We'll send the URS to the vendors. Vendor will provide the one document called the FS, functional specification, mentioning all the functionality of the software, that I'm going to provide the software having this functionality. Are you okay with this functionality? If you'll say yes, I'm okay with this functionality, he will prepare another document called the design specification, mentioning all the designing aspects of the softwares. Okay, if you're okay with designing, then he will design the softwares, means develop the softwares. After developing the softwares, perform the IQ of the softwares, OK of the softwares, and PQ of the software. Why it is called the V model? Because IQ must be verified against the DS, design specification, OQ must be verified against the functional specification, and PQ must be verified against the URS. So verification is must in the V model. Okay. Then we'll prepare the validation report to summarize all the validation activities in this report. Then we'll enter into the operation phase. Once your VSR is approved, your system will release in operation phase. That is the longest phase of the V model. It may take 10 to 15 years or 20 years something. Then new technology may be arise. You wanted to retire the system now. The retirement phase. That is the last phase of the SDLC, software development lifecycle. How to retire a system? What are the things included? It's not a simple decommissioning of the equipment. You may have decommissioned the equipment. It's a very simple. But here CSV, in the computer system, there is a data is there, which is highest importance. So what you are going to perform with this data? Either you are going to be destroy the data, or you are going to be backup the data, or you are going to migrate the data. That is the part of understanding. Okay. Then we'll follow the agile model. What is the agile? Just give me a second, 1 minute only. Yeah. So V model we are clear. Then what is the agile? I'm just going to provide a little bit only. There is a lot of discussion on the each and every topic actually. What of all V model, agile model. So here I'm going to be just provide a little bit brief on the agile for your understanding purpose as a initial stage actually. So in the V model, if you see, V model is we are going to fix the requirement. Your requirement is fixed. Okay. We'll mention all the requirement. This requirement, like I'm having the 1000 requirement. I'll mention all the 1000 requirement in the URS. Later point of the time I'm going to develop this 1000 requirement in a software. Okay. In the V model, you cannot change the requirement, or it is avoid to change the requirement. You can change, but it is avoid actually in the V model to change the requirement. Opposite to that, agile model is saying you can change the requirement at any point of time. You are free actually. So change the requirement is always allowed. In this model, there is a stability phase, there is a change phase. Again, stability phase, there is a change phase. You can change the requirement at any point of time. This is allowed in the agile method, opposite to V model. So here we have a product backlog, nothing but the like a URS. Okay. We'll mention so when to follow the agile, when you are not clear with the requirement, because you are going to be change the requirement each time. Means you are not clear with the requirement. Then in this condition, we'll follow the agile method. Okay. So we'll mention, suppose I am only aware of the 100 requirement only. 100, not 1000. So I'll mention all those 100 requirement under the product backlog. Out of 100, suppose I'm going to develop only 50. So I'll select this 50 requirement and develop this 50 requirement as a sprint backlog. Okay. This 50 requirement will be developed, will be tested and show to the customer. Like this, I'll show to the this particular model here. So I'm going to be mention all the 100 requirement in this product backlog. Out of 100, I just select the 50 requirement. This 50 requirement is called the sprint backlog. This 50 requirement will be developed in a software, test the software, show the software to customer. Customer is involved every time. Okay. Customer may ask to change the requirement. Here, he can change the requirement. He can add more additional requirement. He can delete some requirement even. Anything is possible in the agile. After customer meeting about the softwares, there is a team meeting where we'll discuss within the teams what is the best practices, what is good practices, everything. Then again update the product backlog, because based on the customer has asked you to modify the requirement. You have to be modify the requirement. Okay. So this modification, deletion, addition of the requirement will be done in the next sprint product backlog. Okay. So suppose out of 100, you select the 50. Out of 50, only 40 requirement you develop. 10 requirement still you not able to develop. This 10 requirement will be added in the next product backlog. Plus remaining 50 backlog is 50 story is already there. 50 requirement is already there. Now it's become a 60. Plus some additional requirement has been suggested by the customer. Maybe 20 requirement is given additionally. Now your total requirement is 80. Total 80 requirement. Okay. So this 80 requirement, I'm going to be again select, says to I select the 45 requirement. This 45 requirement again develop, again test, again show to the customer, again change it. Last stage, my requirement will be completed and I'll release the product as a final product. However, in the sprint, you can release the product every time. Okay, this is the pure agile where you can every 1 month, because the period is 1 to 4 weeks, means 1 month maximum. Every 1 month you have a product, utilizable product. Okay, so that is the difference. Agile method you have to wait for at least 6 to 7 months, general 6 to 7 months to use the product. Agile method every 1 month you have a product, use the product. Okay, that is different between the agile and the view model. For more detail we'll discuss. Then what the topics we are going to discuss in the part of a CSU. So we are going to discuss the high level risk assessment, HLRA, GXP assessment, ERES assessment, criticality assessment, SOX, confidentiality assessment, category of the softwares. There is a categorization as per the game 5. Supplier assessment. It is not so simple to select the raw material. We are going to select the computerized system vendors actually, which is going to provide the softwares to you. It is very difficult. As per the game 5, there is some requirement which has to be fulfilled by the supplier. V model, agile model approach for the software development lifecycle. Validation softwares, validation of the software, validation of the Excel sheet, infrastructure qualification, preparation of validation plan, validation report, how to prepare the validation plan. We'll discuss with the different scenarios even. The specification overview, URS, FS, CS, document. We are going to be understanding how to prepare the URS, FS, CS, document. Quality risk assessment. It's a very important topic. It's not a simple topic. In every industry, almost every industry, QRA is required. How to perform the risk assessment by following the which model? We have FMEA model, FMECA model, quality model, quantity model, different model as well, apart from these fault analysis, hazard analysis, all those things. So we'll discuss in our classes. Testing of softwares, IQ, QPQs, regression testing, electronic record, electronic signature assessment. So there is a 21 CFR Part 11 guideline. If you heard, there is some control in this guideline. Whether this control is applicable for my system or not, how you will decide? Because every time it is not needed to follow the all the control for your system. So how you will decide? There is some requirement. We'll discuss. Retirement of the system, data migration, how to migrate data. It's not simple to migrate data from one server to another server or from one system to another server. It's not so simple. There is some lot of activities there before to migration, after the migration. Okay. If people is thinking that it's so simple to migrate data, you're wrong then. There is a lot of activity, precondition should be met before the migration and lot of activity after the migration of data. Other technical aspects to learn, electronic record, electronic signatures, ORITAL, what is the requirement related to ORITALs, user authorizations, cloud computing like a software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. Hope you have heard about the cloud computing. Yeah. So cloud computing nowadays very famous, and every pharma industry or any industry, not only pharma, maybe other industry, clinical industry, regulatory industry, any other industry are shifting their servers to the cloud-based servers. What are those cloud-based servers? We'll discuss. Then infrastructure qualification, IT security, penetration testing, threat modeling, SAST, DST testing. 21 CFR Part 11, E1 Exist 11 requirement. QMS, quality management system. Generally, it's not a part of a CSV, but is the main starting point of the CSV, I can say. It is a part of a QA. Hope you are already aware. But still, if you are going to be start the CSV, first step is change request, QMS only. It may include the change request, deviation, incident, risk management. We are going to discuss these as well because I have to start from the like a fresher. Okay, with the very basic things. So I'll treat like a very basics, then we'll go with the medium, then we'll go with the advanced with the CSV. So this course is designed in a such a manner that even a fresher can understand from the beginning. Okay. It includes, then we'll going to include the business continuity management, include the disaster recovery plan preparation, BCP business continuity plan, carbon recovery plan, data migration, data securities, data validation, backup and restoration, how to take a data backup, what are the different types of the backup. Generally, it's a part of IT things, but still we are going to be learn hot backup, cold backup, full backup, incremental backup, differential backup. Difference between the backup and archival retrievals. We'll discuss. Also, we'll discuss about the computer software assurance, the new approach of the CSV, one of the big topic nowadays. Okay, so we are still going to be use the CSV, but going future we are going to be shift from CSV to CSA. There is a one difference between the CSV and CSA that is related to testing actually. The rest of the thing is exactly same. There is no difference. So where is the difference in the testing phase? We'll discuss. Then virtual machines, recovery point objective, recovery time objectives, types of the servers, Excel sheet validation, open system, closed system, data integrity, lot of other topics as well, which is I have not listed here. Okay. So these are the topics we are going to cover in the CSV. Then about the careers growth of a CSV expert. So we are going to be placed in the pharma industry, IT industry, clinical trial industry, medical device industry, and consultancy industry, as well as biopharmaceutical industry. So these are the 5 industry or 6 industry, at least I can say, biopharmaceutical industry as well, is required the CSV expert. Why it is required? We already discussed. Okay, in the beginning itself. The starting package of the fresher is 20 to 40,000. You can enjoy the we can say the 5 days workings, more growth as compared to any other topics, exposure to corporate environment. The beginning for the fresher is something 2.16 to 5 lakhs per annum. You can go beyond to 75 even. What are the benefit to join the institute? You have a hands-on experience on the Jira softwares for handling the agile methodologies. Apart from that, other software is also there. Okay, apart from the Jira softwares, which I'm going to be teach you. Free membership for the lifetime to avail the chat with our lecturers. 70,000 worth material will be free access will be granted to you at least 1 year. Interview based question answers, free access will be provided. Mock interview classes will be there. Placement assistance. 2 batches can be joined with the same fees. Recording of the classes will be available on the site to recall and create your own notes. Resume preparation assistance. These are the some benefits is provided by the Company Connect for their students. These are the some course you can visit the site companiesconnect.com for more details on these courses. Okay, these are the contact details. Any of the media you can go and ask the questions if you have. Now, I think that's it from my side. If you have any questions, most of the question I already answered through the PPT, I guess. Still, if you have questions, let me know. Anybody?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Can you give a little brief about you and your experience regarding to CSV?
Yes, I am currently in working in one of the topmost company from the IT. Okay. My full introduction I will provide later when you join the classes. Okay.
Okay, your experience with CSV?
Yes, of course. Then I am going to provide the teach you. Otherwise, how I am going to teach you?
Yeah, that's why I asked this question.
Yeah, of course, miss. So by the looking the topic, you can understand all the topic I'm going to teach you. Okay. So you want my experience? How much years of I have an experience? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
So I have 15 years experience in the field of the CSC.
Okay, okay, it's good.
Okay.
And another doubt,
Mhm.
Yeah, you mentioned in your speaking while about Jira software. Some other
Mhm.
softwares also teached during the training program. May I know the software names apart from Jira?
I'll provide later point of time. Okay.
In Jira, we have any own access or it's like dummy ID
We'll provide the user ID and password to you.
to
Okay.
each one of them.
Same ID and password will be provided to all of them. Later
Okay,
point
we
of time,
can just
find password will be changed.
okay. But we have full access to go through the all over Jira
Of
or
course,
any limited
full access will be provided to you.
full access. May I know the some other tools apart from if it possible
I'll
means
provide you so
like
confidential. Okay.
confidential.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But it's related to defect management, right?
Test management, defect management, of course, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, hi,
Yeah, go
this is
ahead.
Hello.
Vaishali.
So why
Hello.
I'm not providing the tools name, because other institute may copy Jira software we have start utilizing. Other people also using this Jira software. That's why I'm hiding the name of those softwares. At a point of time you can avail those things. Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
So, this is Vaishali.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vaishali, go ahead. Vaishali, I'm
So,
going to take the Vaishali question first. Yeah.
yeah, will the current industrial experience be considered or we will be considered as
They will
freshers
consider.
only?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Lot of student is already placed. If you wanted to be understand who has placed from our institute, just go to the site, visit the site, and the testimonial is there somewhere here, I think. Let me go to that. So testimonial, just go to this section. You can go the details who has placed where. All the student is mentioned here actually. Okay, a lot of student is there. Just visit this site. Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. Mhm.
Here we have mentioned that
Yeah, this is
70,000 of material.
Can
Okay.
you repeat again, Narsimha?
No, no. Here there is a third point regarding material.
Mm-hmm.
So, what kind of material can you provide during the course for 1 year?
It's a CSV related material only.
It's
Okay.
like documents of
Some
protocols.
guidelines, some document protocols. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And I have one more doubt on this.
Mm-hmm.
For example, we have some industrial experience in the pharmaceutical industry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Uh, can we show the experience on the computer system validation?
Can you repeat again? You're saying that I have a pharmaceutical industrial knowledge.
Industry experience. Yeah,
So
that
you
experience
can,
can we conclude in the CSV?
yes, yes. That is the question asked by Vaishali. So
And because
your expense
I
will be
have
counted. Don't worry about it.
okay.
Okay. So
And hello.
by the end of this
Yeah.
course, if you'll get
Hmm.
100% from my side, so I'll provide my 100%. You have to be provide your 100% as well to learn the course. Okay.
Okay.
Then I can say that at least you can say that I have a 5 years of knowledge. That much of the knowledge I am going to provide you definitely. That is up to you how much you are going to be catch from my side. Okay. That
Okay.
is because every person is having the different grasping capabilities.
Okay.
I don't know about your grasping capabilities, but if you'll grasp at least 90% or 95%, you'll definitely qualify any of the interview and show that I have at least 5 year experience. Okay, minimum. I mean to say that in the
hello.
field of the
Okay.
CSU. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, Prakash, go ahead.
Uh, is Karthik. That how much time this is course or the
The
course?
course duration is minimum 1.5 month. It may extend to 2 months maybe, depend on the question and answers which is raised during the our session. So it's a topic dependent, not a time dependent. Okay, I'll
And
finish all the topic which I have shown in the demo session as well as in the brochures. So you may receive the brochures. All the topic will be covered. Okay.
okay, thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. Any other person?
Yeah, hi, this is
Uh,
Anil, sir.
Yes, go
Hello.
ahead. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you going to involve us in any kind of project like thing? How it will?
Project will be provided to you. 3 to 4 project will be included in the session. Okay.
So for hands-on experience, you are telling me.
I cannot say that hands-on expense. The project is
Mhm.
already completed. I'm going to provide the how we have prepared the validation plan, how the URS are
Okay.
prepared, everything in-depth knowledge about the 3 to 4 project minimum. One project hands-on expense will be provided to you where you have to prepare the VPs and other things. Okay, we'll
Mhm.
provide the guidance in this regard.
So actually, I'm right now I'm working in pharma industry. I'm having 13 years of experience in manufacturing.
Mhm.
So can I change to the CSV field? Means how it will
Of
be?
course, Anil, no issue. So
Okay.
whether you're in a
So
QC
the
production, no
yeah.
issue. Your expense will be counted and you will be able to switch into CSV for sure if you grasp 90% minimum from my side.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay.
So you are telling that certification will be provided based on the examination like that.
Yes, correct.
So how?
After the completion of this course, a mock
Mhm.
interview will be scheduled, then assessment will be scheduled. If you pass the assessment, you will get a certificate. If you fail the assessment, you won't get a certificate. Okay. So, and of course, if you grasp everything, definitely you'll pass it. Okay.
Mhm.
And still you
So what
fail,
will be
then
the
you have a chance to repeat the examination. Don't worry about it. Even you can join the next batch as well. If you think that sometimes what happens, person is pay the money and able to attend 2 to 3 classes only. Then we'll allow the same person to join the next batch as well in this case. Okay.
okay? So what will be the timings? Means how it will be?
Timing for this class is 8 to 9, Monday to Friday. Already 9 to 10
Means
is
it is.
already going on. Current batch is already going on 9 to 10. So the slot is available 8 to 9 only. Morning
So
is
you.
also there. Morning batch is
Uh,
also there 6 to 7. If you are not able to join the evening session, morning session will be available 6 to 7 Monday to Friday. But
okay.
it may take
Mhm.
15 days minimum for both 9 to 10 and 6 to 7. Okay.
Okay. But classes are available morning also 6 to 7.
Yeah, classes is available morning as well.
But not
Generally, these
from.
classes is for the US people and UK people, foreigners actually, because their time schedule is not matching with the Indian time zone. Then that's why we included. If we do not have a US UK people in for the morning session, then we generally not schedule 6 to 7 morning session in this case. Okay.
So from 21st onwards, you are telling that means I saw that the class will be started. So the class for that the timings will be in evening only or
8 to
morning.
9, 8 to 9 evening.
Okay. So what about morning class? When it will be? 6 to 7.
Uh, 6 to 7 a.m. morning.
Yeah, yeah.
May takes at least 20 days, I guess, for the morning session to be start next. Minimum 20 days.
Okay. So my
Okay.
one last question. One last
Mhm.
question. So how your certificate is means how valuable means how it means
It
in
is
what?
acceptable across the globe. Okay, so
Okay.
don't worry about the certification.
Mm. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions by any other person?
Yeah, I'm
Yes, Shashi.
Sashidharan.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, so all classes you're going to conduct or any other stuff also is there?
I'm the person who is going to be conduct this session. Your session. Okay. 8 to 9
Okay.
session. Yeah.
No, 9 to 10 if I joined in September mid, second batch is there. So in this session, any other stuff or you are only?
So evening session I will be there for sure. Morning session I may not be
Mm-hmm.
there. I'm not aware. It is depend actually
Mm-hmm.
my availability or lecturer availability.
Okay. 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 Thank you.
Hello, sir. This is Gitanjali.
Yeah, Gitanjali, go ahead.
Sir, actually, totally, I am fresher only.
Okay.
So,
So can
I understand your
I
question. You'll definitely, and even there is a lot of vacancy only for the fresher. Okay,
because
you can
I'm
go.
not I'm not totally fresher because
Don't worry.
for
I
10
understand your
10
question.
years back I have done SEO company. I was working in SEO company, but 10 years gap right now. So it would be better for CSB or should I
So previously you worked in which department?
SEO search engine optimization.
SEO. I understood. SEO. So why you shift from SEO to means to pharma industry toward the pharma the IT means it's a CSV field actually.
Yeah, because 10 years back only I have done that job, and
Uh-huh. I understood.
yeah.
SEO does not have so much of the scope, I guess. Anyway,
Mm.
you can join. Okay. But I'm not going to provide the guarantees because it's a 10 years matters actually.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to be decide. If you have a knowledge, you can
Okay.
you may select. Okay. Depend on the company actually. Company has a requirement, they will hire you. So that
Okay.
is depend on your luck as well. Knowledge, luck, both is required. Okay, fairly so.
Actually, someone provided this CSB
Yeah,
course.
I know that lot of person is
He only told
performing the
me that
CSV.
first I have to join in a small pharma company, then only I can
Yes,
get
yes,
some
correct.
knowledge. Yeah.
Agree. Yeah,
Sir,
any other person? Yeah.
is
Any
there
other person?
is that the projects are beneficial for me?
Can you repeat again? Projects?
So you will provide the projects, right?
Yes, everyone. For
Yeah, the
everyone.
projects will be beneficial for me. It would be
Of
benefit.
coursely.
Yeah.
Of coursely, why not?
Okay. After the
Uh,
projects only, you will provide the certificate.
uh, After the examination, if you pass, you will get a certificate. Project is the optional. If you want, you can submit the validation plan and all.
Okay.
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 That is depend on you. If you wanted to improve your efficiency, you complete the project.
Okay. Okay. Sir. Thank
Yapraj, you are saying
Hello.
something, I guess.
Yeah, in
Hello.
addition to this question, a project,
Uh-huh.
3 to 4 projects you will be given for us. One will be hands-off experience, I think you said
Exactly.
before.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, it's end-to-end hands-on experience or like separate deliverables like DS or IQ or OQ. How it will be?
So which document is going to prepared by the validation expert? We'll ask you to prepare the same document. Okay. Other document will provide ready-made available to you. Based on that, you have to prepare the different document.
Okay. But it's for only one system, not for the other
Of
three, right?
course. Of course.
Okay.
Yes, Suraj, you are saying something, I guess.
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, I have experience of 12 years in analytical development. So
Mhm.
my
Okay.
course, whether I will be eligible to get a job in CSV
Of course. Yeah.
because I don't have experience
Even
in
even even QC people who is the experts in the analytical field are more preferable to perform CSV activities. Why? Because the main requirement of a CSV expert is the for the QC related softwares actually because they should be more compliant as compared to manufacturing systems or the uh, different regulatory systems actually. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you.
it's much more beneficial for especially for the analytical people actually. This is my um, own thought process and definitely it is requirement of a regulatory perspectives as well.
Okay, sir.
Thanks.
Hello.
Just go ahead.
Yeah. How much fees you are going to take for these classes?
So for fees you can contact to madam. Madam will provide the details.
Okay.
The contact number you already I already mentioned here. Just contact to this number. Okay. Madam will provide the details on this. WhatsApp is available. You can go through the WhatsApp or direct call my issue.
Thank you.
So yeah, thanks. Any other questions?
Hello, sir.
Sir,
Yes, go ahead.
After completing the company card consideration,
Can you repeat? Your voice is breaking.
after completing the course,
Mm-hmm.
any placement provided?
I already mentioned placement assistance will be provided. Okay. Placement assistance will be provided to all of you, but not guaranteed. Okay. So wherever vacancy is available, we'll provide the details of the vacancy.
This notification you are selling, sir. Right?
It not
Only notification for sending me. After
no. Your
the
voice is breaking. I'm not able to understand.
course.
You're in mute condition now.
Sir, after then any placement is provided.
Placement will be provided. Placement assistance will be provided. Wherever vacancy is available, we'll inform our student. Student is
Okay.
on the topmost priority. We have other candidate as well, but we prefer our student to be placed first. Okay. Yeah, any other person?
Sir,
Yes, go ahead.
so when is 9 to 10 classes going to take place, sir?
9 to 10 p.m. classes. At least I said 15 to 20 days minimum required to start the 9 to 10 p.m. batch. Okay.
Okay, sir. The 8
Madam
to
will
9
inform you.
classes.
Madam will inform you.
Okay, sir. The 8 to 9 p.m. classes, recorded sessions will be available, sir.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Okay. Okay, sir.
If you are in a hurry, you ask madam to provide all the recorded sessions from previous class. Sometimes your interview schedule, then madam will provide the all the recorded session to you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
After registration, of course. Yeah. Any others? Okay, then I think that's it. Still, if you have any doubt, any questions, you can reach out to madam. In this case, madam will connect with me on a phone or whatever the media. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Tell me.
Yeah. Actually, nowadays the IT companies are for maximum have work from home availability is there now. In the
Yes,
CSV
in the
also
yes, of
option
course.
is there for work from.
Yes, yes. I'm working from home since 3 years. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, Khalil, I think you are saying something.
Good evening, sir.
Mhm. Go on a mute if you are not asking anything.
What do you mean by mock interview, sir?
Mock interview means I'll ask the question like interviewer. You have to be answer after the completion of the course. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then I guess that's it. So thanks to all for joining. The course registration will be start from today's sales till 21st. Okay. Complete your registrations, enrollment as soon as possible. So thanks for joining. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks to all.
Thank you.
Thank you.